assalamu alaikum, ji ayanum, pakhair ragale, ni hao, chune shumme, washmale, ohag, zaimus, guten morgen, hi, hugs and hellos, and a very amazing khush ahmadid to everybody who's tuned into PT World. You're watching World this morning alongside the one. Well, it's not the one. We've got a surprise for you guys. So finally, Maha Makhdoom's back, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Hello, Maha. How are you?
Hello, assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Thank
I'm
you
very
very
good.
much, man.
No, thank you. That was a great. I feel really. That's a very nice welcome back. It's great to be back. And I was just saying before the show that I'm really not used to this anymore. Like I've had like quite a long break, but it's great to be back. It's great to see you.
How was your vacation? You know, do you feel great?
It was great. It was great to see my family. I spent a lot of time with them, and I saw my niece, which was great.
Yeah.
And it's good to be back, and it's good to be on the show.
And fine, ladies and gentlemen, see, you know, now I have a person whom I can totally rely on because, for example, you know, if one day you wake up and you're not feeling great and you cannot make it to work, I can actually call her and
Now
say
you
that,
can.
Maha, I cannot come.
And also, I was, you know, while I was gone, I was keeping an eye on the show, and you did a great job and some
Thank you
great
very much.
topics while I was gone.
I feel so great
The
about
topics
that.
are amazing. I was like, great. When I go, they do all the really super interesting ones. But no, that's fantastic. It's
Well, it wasn't really like that all
Yeah?
these days when you were gone, but
Okay.
yeah, in between we somehow kind of managed to get some amazing people on the show too as well.
Great.
But so finally you're back.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah,
In the
great.
flow.
I will get into the flow.
All
I'm
right.
trying to get into the flow.
So the first thing, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at what's going on around in the world. I think that's what
Yeah.
we are doing. Top stories coming up. Foreign Minister Khwaja Asif calls for honoring Indus Water Treaty in order to ensure regional peace, warns that any misadventure will eventually create unrest in region.
Okay, moving on. Former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif says he believes in rule of law and does not want any confrontation amongst institutions.
Preparations are underway across country to celebrate Independence Day in befitting manner. Houses, streets and bazaars are being decorated with buntings, banners and national flags.
In London, they have buses.
Yeah.
And in sports, Justin Gatlin has ruined Usain Bolt's farewell party when the American won the World 100 meters title at the World Athletics Championship, which is a surprise to all.
Yeah, and Usain Bolt even scored a bronze as well.
Yeah.
So it's all right, you know, it was
But he's meant to be the fastest man in the world.
Yeah, he was, and that's why he's retiring too as well. I mean, this was his last race. This was the last time we were actually seeing him running.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. So congratulations to the American guy. But now moving on, where Pakistan clinched 25 medals in the South Asian Karate Championship in Colombo. Pakistan bagged 6 gold, 8 silver and 11 bronze medals in the games. 17 karate players from Pakistan took part in the 4 categories.
Excellent. Great. And so now we are going to move on to the public service message. So let's take a look at that.
Okay, so we have got a very serious and an intense public service message, and that is that every other day we see these videos on social media where we think that these are very funny accidents, but these are not for all those people who actually have to suffer a fatality within their own family as well. Half of the time what happens is that whenever there's a train crossing, we do see that the barriers are closing down, and they close down prior to probably reaching to the train. Well, for example, what happens is that they close these barriers or gates, I think 5 minutes before the train is about to reach. So what happens is that people, since they, I don't know what they're so captivated with, what they do is they probably bend down, you know, run their bikes along, and you know they want to cross them, and as soon as they're on the track, the train comes and they're gone. Please don't do that. Please make sure if the barrier's down, wherever you are, if it's the red signal light, wherever you're supposed to stop, please stop. It's for your own safety. It's for your own life.
Absolutely.
And please think about all of those loved ones who are around you. Please don't do that. So this was a
Exactly.
public service message.
Wonderful.
So what are we doing today, Maha?
Okay, well, we've kept it quite easy today. I'm quite glad. But today we're going to be exploring music. We like to highlight talent within the country. We like to take, you know, Pakistan-grown talent and give it a platform. And, you know, one of the guests has been here a few years ago and is still doing what he is passionate about. And Shazad, do you also have something to say?
All right, so what I have to say is obviously music is a symbol of peace for me.
Okay.
And music, they say, is a very universal language, and it's a very old notion too. But other than that, music has that power to change the minds. Music has that power to give you spiritual enlightenment as well. There are people who want to listen to qawwalis. There are people who want to listen to hip hop. There are people who want to listen to house music. So it's your own choice. But as a person, me, Maha, I think that I can listen to pretty much every type of music.
Yeah.
May it be Russian, Moroccan, or Despacito, or whatever. You know, it's cool, right?
Yeah,
What
okay.
about you? What type of music do you like?
I like all sorts of music as well. I really enjoy my old school rock and everything, but I feel like we should introduce our guests and then we can get the conversation started. Okay.
All right, so whatever research you're sharing with us, Mr. Producer, we cannot hear you properly.
Yeah.
The only part we heard was research. That's it. So on my right hand side, ladies and gentlemen, a very amazing, young, dazzling human being, gentleman, smart and son, is none other than Mr. Haris Urhaq Pirzada. He's a singer himself. Hello, Haris. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you so
How's
much for
you?
joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Same
Wake up, bro.
He's awake. He's cool, man. He's chill. Okay, besides Haris, who are we joined by?
Okay, besides Haris, the guy who was here 2 years earlier,
Yes.
he's still continuing with his passion. He's keeping it headstrong. None other than Mr. Junaid JD, singer. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Junaid, there's one thing which I wanted to ask. I'm fine too as well, and that is, what is Junaid and then JD?
Actually, JD is my stage name, you can say, or a nickname, because
Okay.
as a performer, you need to have a unique name, or you can say a stage name.
Okay,
All right, so
excellent.
it's like,
That's
ladies
right.
and gentlemen, please welcome, weighing 110 pounds, Mr. JD. Yeah.
I'm not 110 points at all.
Okay, excellent. So I think that, we're just talking about what kind of music we're into. So I think let's start from there.
Yeah,
So why
exactly.
don't we start with you, Haris? What kind of music are you into listening and into performing?
Well, I love to listen classical song.
Okay.
Especially Nusrat Ali Khan, Rahat Ali Khan, Atif Aslam.
Okay.
Yeah, they are these people are my type people, like
Okay.
Nabil Shaukat.
Okay.
I guess you have listened to him, है ना?
Yeah, obviously.
Yes.
So these are my types.
Okay, excellent.
Exactly,
So all
and
talks-
Nabil, I think, belongs to the village where majority of my friends are from.
Excellent.
Yeah, exactly. And Nabil is a great singer too as well. He's a great human being. But you said that, you listen to classical most
Yeah.
of the time. So Atif Aslam is not a classical singer,
Yeah,
is he?
Atif Aslam is my favorite one.
Okay.
Love to listen classical
That this
songs.
is who I want to be
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's
okay.
cool.
Excellent. So what about you, Junaid? Who inspires you?
The people I've been following is most obviously Nusrat Ali Khan, and then Mehdi Hassan. I'm a big fan of him because as a performer, you need to have knowledge about all the domains, classical music and pop music as well.
Okay.
So you have to look upon on almost every singer, what he's doing, what his style. So what you can pick up on from his style, and you can do better.
Okay, so Mehdi Hassan and Nusrat
Nusrat
Fateh.
So
Ali
you
Khan.
said that you listen to every kind of music.
Yeah,
Because you need to have the knowledge of what's going on in pop and what's going on in hip hop and what's going on in classic as well, right? So you want to be like that doctor who does not just want to know about the brain only; he wants to know about the entire body.
whole body.
Right? That's how it is.
That's
so
the
who do
plan.
you?
That's a good way of putting
So who do you follow in pop music?
Well, in pop music, Atif Aslam mostly,
Okay.
you can say. But I've been following mostly lately Junaid Jamshed.
Okay.
So I'm a big fan of him, and I'm gonna perform 1 or 2 songs of him today as well.
Okay.
So I hope
His
you
voice
can-
also resembles to him.
Yeah. Okay. We'll definitely take a listen. But guys, I'm sorry that it is not related to music. But there's this one thing. After 7 days, we are completing 70 years of
Yeah.
independence. It's going to be 14th of
Alhamdulillah.
August. Everybody's going to be on the streets.
Yeah.
Patake here and there, whatnot, and dhol and dances. So, are you guys excited about it? And as singers, as musicians, have you guys planned anything
Yes.
for that?
We are excited. We have also prepared few songs.
Okay, excellent. Okay, and on the actual day, how are you going to be celebrating?
Obviously, gonna put a flag on my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, lit some pataka stuff. And,
And if
play
in
with
case
the
you have
kids.
bikes, you'll take the silencers off.
No, not that type of penny boy. I'm not like that. But yeah, obviously
Okay,
there are
excellent.
few plans.
Okay,
Excellent.
amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now what we're going to do is that we have got a mashup of Junaid Jamshed songs. What we're going to do is we're going to share them with you, and then when you guys are going to come back, we'll see whether Junaid's voice can actually be a match to Junaid Jamshed's vocals. Let's do it.
आसमानों से यारी कर लो के ऊंची बहुत ऊंची इन हवाओं में रहना है जिंदगी तुम्हारी ज़ोए दिलनशी जबीने कायनात है वफा की रोशनी हो तुम बना अंधेरी रात है शहीद की जो मौत है वो कौम की हयात है लहू जो है शहीद का वो कौम की ज़कात है तुम ही से ए मुजाहिदो जहां का सबात है तुम ही से ए मुजाहिदो जहां का सबात है
Boppers, pull up. Now.
इस परचम के साए तले हम एक है हम एक हैं। सांझी अपनी खुशियाँ हो सांझी अपनी खुशियाँ और गम एक है हम एक हैं परचम कसम उस वक्त की कसम उस वक्त की कसम उस वक्त की कसम उस वक्त की जब वक्त हमको आजमाता है जवानों की जुबान पे नाराए तकबीर आता है तुम ही से ए मुजाहिदो जहां का सबात है तुम ही से ए मुजाहिदो जहां का सबात है दिल दिल से मिलते हैं तो प्यार का चेहरा बनता है चेहरा बनता है फूल की लड़ी में पिरोए तो फिर सेहरा बनता है चेहरा बनता है हो दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान दिल दिल
Pakistan, ja, ja,
And
Pakistan.
That was a tribute to Junaid Jamshed as well. And Dil Dil Pakistan is one of the most popular songs actually
In the
ever.
world, in the
Yeah.
world, even if you're going to log on to Google just right now, just type Dil Dil Pakistan,
Yeah.
and the first result which comes over is the most famous song of the world.
Exactly.
And Junaid Jamshed sir, may your soul rest in peace, and you were obviously at a better place.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being such a mentor, and the different music which you have actually shared with us over the years. People might not even like it because of the fact that Junaid Jamshed was obviously an Islamic preacher then later on. but we still love him as a musician
What he-
and then as
yeah,
an Islamic teacher.
Exactly, but that's, whatever he decided to do later on in life, that's his decision. But as a musician, he really had an impact across the world. They were one of the most popular bands. They were touring America when,
Yeah.
people in Pakistan had never even imagined that they would be so huge.
Because there was no other pop band over here
But
in
they were
Pakistan.
good
pop
though.
rock.
They
Yeah.
were actually good. The quality, the music, and it like you said, it does transcend boundaries. It was
Exactly.
the music was on MTV, for goodness sake. I mean, that was the coolest thing ever. And obviously living abroad as well and seeing them, in such a on such a platform everywhere, it was great.
Exactly. So now I think it's about time
Golden
that
era.
we put Junaid into the spotlight as well. So let's see whether your vocals are actually comparable to Junaid Jamshed or not. But it's all right. We are paying a tribute to Junaid Jamshed too. So let's go. What
No
are we going to
pressure
listen
at all,
to?
don't worry.
Okay, so what are we
Okay,
listening
now
to?
now I'm in pressure.
No, don't be pressured at all. It's fine.
Okay, so as we're having an Independence Month,
Yeah.
so I have a song that might go with it.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do it.
अमनो मोहब्बत के दिन दे दे,
That's my Jamshed.
हमने लंबी रात गुजारी, मेहनत से है अजमत सारी, मानेगी अब कौम हमारी, तुझसे है ए वतन जानो दिल भी फिदा, पाकिस्तान को जन्नत दे बना, हो तेरा करम मौला, हो तेरा करम मौला, आए यहाँ खुशहाली की बहार, कितने बरस से है ये इंतजार, पाकिस्तान जो तूने है दिया, इसको ज़मीं पर जन्नत दे बना, हो मौला, हो तेरा करम मौला, हो तेरा करम मौला। अपने वतन से प्यार निभा दे, सारे दिन बीतेंगे हमारे, कोई किसी का हक ना मारे, जीने दे और जीते सारे, तुझसे है ऐ वतन जानो दिल भी फिदा, पाकिस्तान को जन्नत दे बना, हो तेरा करम मौला, हो तेरा करम मौला।
Wow, man.
Very
Wow.
nice.
You
Great.
definitely do sound like Junaid Jamshed.
Thank you so much. That's an honor.
Excellent. And on that note, we're going to go for a short break. But when you come back, we're going to put Haris, not to the test, but we're going to get him to sing some songs for us as well. So do stay tuned.
कौमी सफर के 70 साल।
first national games were held at Polo Ground, Karachi from April 23rd to April 1948. Sportsmen and the officials from East Pakistan and all the integrated provincial unit of West Pakistan participated. 140 athletes, all from Pakistan, were there. No international player was invited. Basketball, boxing, cycling, track and field, volleyball, weightlifting and wrestling events were held. Jinnah, despite frail health, showed keen interest. To him, sports was the binding force, forged unity, and could bring positive social change.
कौमी सफर के 70 साल।
The ancient city of Taxila is the heart of stonework in Pakistan. This art, which has been preserved and practiced for centuries, can be seen on many major landmarks of the country.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For everybody who just got tuned into PT, what you watching what this morning alongside Maha Makhdoom and Shahzad Khan. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are in conversation with younger talented artists of Pakistan who are singers themselves. We've been joined by Junaid JD, aka JD, I must say, and Aris Ulaq Pirzada. Before going towards the break, Junaid actually sang us a song, and it was an amazing one. We did really feel that, you know, his vocals do match Junaid Jamshed as well. But now moving on to Haris over here. So Haris, tell us about your first video release, which was Intezar.
Yeah, this was an awesome experience, and me and Ahmed wrote the lyrics of that song, and we just recorded within a one take.
Okay.
Yeah, the special
That's what our
part was-
producer told us.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
exactly.
So that's a good experience for the
yeah.
first time.
So it was, and we have a best appreciation on that video.
Okay.
Amazing. We'll
excellent.
definitely see. And this one shot, for all those people who do not belong to the industry, one shot means that, you know, you do not cut the camera. So when for example, if it's a 4-minute or a 5-minute song, you know, you're shooting, and then that's what the video is.
brave.
And the first person to do it over here in Pakistan, I think so, was Ali Zafar.
Okay.
And the name of the song I cannot remember. Yeah, I cannot remember it right now. But still, we can probably,
Chal
what we
Dil
can do
Mere.
is, no, it wasn't
He knows
Channo. It wasn't Channo, it's another song. Where they were gangsters in it. Chal dil mere chhod ye fere. And
That
he's
was
moving
done in
into
one
the
take?
streets.
Yeah, that was
was
in
one
one
take.
Wow.
And
We
they
should
had
play
to
that
do
as
it
well.
100 times as well, just to get it right, because it was an amazing video. So this is what they did. Let's go ahead, let's take a listen to Intezar, and let's take a look. Best of luck.
तेरा इंतज़ार इस दिल
Okay, so that was, they were just talking about the video, so that was your first single.
Yeah.
That's great. For a first attempt, I think that's really good. And it's like, we need to encourage people to put things out there. So, because people are visual, you know,
Exactly.
we're visual
when,
creatures.
When did you guys shoot this video?
In 2015.
2015. So it's 2 years down the line. How different do you think of a musician you are right now? Because the only person who's very right about, you know, time and age is, I think, Floyd Mayweather. You know, he says that, you know, I'm not a boxer, which I was 25 years ago. I'm not the man, which I was 30 years ago.
Exactly.
So, you know, people do change. How much evolved do you feel about music within your own self and your creativity?
I guess I'm a better singer than that.
Okay.
Like my vocals become more mature, and I can sing more better than before.
Okay.
Especially jamming with guitar makes my vocals more, they enhance it.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. So on that statement, we're going to get you to sing live, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you going to sing for us today? What have you prepared for
I
us?
guess, should I go for patriotic songs?
What do you
Whatever you
feel?
feel.
How do you feel? Like, you don't owe us anything. It's totally up to you.
Yeah.
This is your
Sure.
opportunity
Let's
to
do the
do it.
patriotic one.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Start with patriotic songs.
We'll start
now?
with that one and then
Yeah.
we can do another one.
I guess.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Sure. है जज्बा जुनू तू हिम्मत न हार, है जज्बा जुनू तू हिम्मत न हार, जुस्तजू जो करे वो छुए आसमां, मेहनत अपनी होगी पहचान कभी ना भूलो, सबकी नजरों में पाकिस्तान है तुम्हारा, पाकिस्तान कभी ना भूलो, पाकिस्तान है तुम्हारा, पाकिस्तान कभी ना भूलो। अपना घर अपनी सरजमी सब कुछ है, बस यही होगी कभी हिम्मत ना कम है, जज्बा जुनून तू हिम्मत ना हार, जुस्तजू जो करे वो छुए आसमां, मेहनत अपनी होगी पहचान कभी ना भूलो, सबकी नजरों में पाकिस्तान कभी ना भूलो, पाकिस्तान है तुम्हारा। जुनून से और इश्क से मिलती है आजादी, जुनून से और इश्क से मिलती है आजादी, कुर्बानी की राहों में मिलती है आजादी, जुनून से और इश्क से मिलती है आजादी।
Brilliant, man. Brilliant.
Very nice.
And you know, the best way is, the best thing about you singing is that you sing with a smile too as well.
Yeah.
And I've seen too many singers when they're performing on the stage and whenever they have to, you know, go for an upper scale, yeah, so they make a very funny face. And you think as if, you know, the guy's in pain and what's wrong with it. So, you know, this smile and this, you know, this thing which you're keeping on your face, it looks great as well. You don't look in pain
It's
at
very-
all.
Yeah.
So
And
brilliant.
and a lot of people shake as well.
Yeah,
sometimes
exactly.
When they do that.
But before we move on towards, you know, a performance by both of you, there's one more thing which I want to ask,
Yep.
and you can definitely do that too as well.
Thank
and that
you
is
so much.
that, you know, since it has been 2 years when you were on the show last time, and, you know, it has been 2 years for him that he has been singing as well. Now, how do you feel? First of all, there's this battle of bands going on, you know, by a very amazing
Yeah.
brand. And did you guys try participating?
No, exactly. We don't know when the days come for the auditions.
All right, so you're that slow.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Well, that was your responsibility to do.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
actually, I was
Bad luck
kind
might
of
be.
busy in my studies. I'm doing MBA as well.
Okay.
So it wasn't that much easy for me to apply there and go for it. So
Okay.
because my parents always been emphasizing that studies should be kept on a priority.
Okay.
So that's why I missed this chance. But as it's my last semester, so maybe next year I
Okay,
might go.
excellent. Exactly. So if you miss the but at least you're on top of it. So you can
MBA is a
next
great
time.
degree. You know, music binds art.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
it's-
But do you think that there are enough platforms available within Pakistan to be a great musician like Atif Aslam?
I guess.
Because
there-
uski to nikal padi, na? So
Yeah,
he's good.
well, it is also a luck that when you're gonna be clicked to anybody or to the audience. But I guess there are platforms, but opportunity are for those who have some good
Okay.
know-how about the music, the people, which are main body
Okay.
in the music field.
But I think nowadays what we've noticed is that if you have a virtual presence and in the virtual sphere, like on the internet, then these people will take notice of you and stuff. But you have a platform here as well, and you guys are doing really good. And focus on your studies, of course, but also do focus on the talent that you guys
If you
have.
have a bizarre talent, then you can be more
Yeah,
famous.
things
I
are
guess.
quite easy these days. I mean, you have the social media and you can viral your video if it is good.
Exactly.
It can
No,
get
it's not
viral.
necessary on social media that it needs to be good. I mean, think about
Think
Dilchak
about-
Pooja. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
She
I'm
got
telling you.
11
No, but
million
Haris
views.
just said that if you're bizarre, then you
Bizarre,
get.
yeah,
But that's the thing. It depends what kind of exposure you want.
Yeah, and we
it
shouldn't
depends.
label anybody's talent as bizarre or
Unique.
whether we're unique. I think is the right word to use because if people are loving
But
it,
there
they
should be
find
a
it
quality, I
entertaining.
guess.
That's cool.
It should be unique, but there
everything's
should be
subjective.
something.
Everything's subjective.
Exactly.
And
But all right, we're not getting into that
Yeah,
conversation.
we're not.
Like right now, I start selfie only मैंने आज. So what do you think about?
Okay, that's
Selfie ले ली
but you
मैंने
have to also
आज.
cater to the masses
Yeah, she
as
took
well.
it.
You
Yeah,
can't.
she's not
take a
even lying. She took
She
it.
is a
Okay.
star now. Yeah.
Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
okay, so now what we're going to do is that, thank you very much, gentlemen,
Thank
that
you,
you
yes.
came. We're running out of time as well. But what we are going to do is we're going to wrap up the show, and then both of you are going to sing us a song. And with that, we're going towards the closing of the show as well. So, yeah.
Great. So you guys think of the song that you guys are going to sing for us to wrap it up.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
We just
Meanwhile,
ready work.
thank you for what are we doing? Wrapping up?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so thank you for joining us. And if you want any information, log on to our Facebook fan page,
it is with the name of Well This Morning.
Twitter page,
Well This Morning without a G.
our Daily Motion YouTube page,
Well This Morning, Well This Morning.
and the repeat is that.
11 p.m.
I almost
tonight.
forgot how to do the wrap up. But
perfectly
anyway, it's
all
great
right.
to be back, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now they're going to take
Hit
it
it,
away.
boys.
Harsh will be singing the last song.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do this.
कल शब देखा मैंने चांद झरोके में, उसको किया सलाम तुम्हारे धोखे। रात को देखा ख्वाब जो मैंने सोते में, रात को देखा ख्वाब जो मैंने सोते में, चूमा कोई गुलाब तुम्हारे तेन तकिया बिना नी दिल रचदा मोहल्ले विचों कुछ ना करी देवा वास्ता ओ बीबा सोने रब दा मोहल्ले विचों कुछ ना करी तेनू तकिया बिना नी दिल रचदा तेनू तकिया बिना नी दिल रचदा मोहल्ले विचों कुछ ना करी देवा वास्ता ओ बीबा सोने रब दा मोहल्ले विचों कुछ ना करी मेरे हर रंग राग सुरां विच बस गई है तेरी तस्वीर जिवें बारिश शाने इश्क च डुब के लिख दित्ती हो मेरे हर रंग राग सुरां विच बस गई है तेरी तस्वीर जिवें बारिश शाने इश्क च डुब के लिख दित्ती रंग इश्क दा चढ़िया मैं भी रंग जावा होया इश्क ए डूंगा मैं भी डुब ਜਾਵਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਓ ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਰਾਂਝਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਮੁਹੱਲੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕੂਚ ਨਾ ਕਰੀ